But there's some terrific old buildings around the place. This mural looks fantastic. You see some crazy stuff. Check out the letterbox. A memorial for the shipping co catchers. So this is where I parked up last night. Cheeky little spot. G'day, Goose here. Join me as I visit a town that's the gateway to Yorke Peninsula. I'll show you inside the town that people don't see and find some magnificent historical buildings and murals. And stay tuned as I throw up the drone for some spectacular views of the area. So sit back, relax, and let's get into it. G'day, Goose here. I'm at a place called Port Wakefield here in South Australia. Now, it's a little town about 100 kilometres out of Adelaide, north of Adelaide. I call it the gateway to the Yorke Peninsula because people just don't stop here. People just come past, get a bit of fuel, bite to eat, and they drive on again. It's all happening on the main drag, and as you can see behind me, it's all about petrol stations. People come past, they fill up, and they drive on. Now, so busy that back in that way, about 10 kilometres, they've actually got signs, big signs up on the road, 10 kilometres back, warning cars could be banked up. That's how crazy the place does get. I know for a fact that heading out on long weekends and coming back after long weekends, the place is absolutely crazy. But we're going to do something special. We're going to ignore all this over here and we're going to go out there. Now, that's the Port Wakefield town out in the distance. So we're going to go over and check out what's actually behind the curtain here at Port Wakefield. I'm in Port Wakefield. I've come away from the main drag, which is out in that direction, about a kilometre. I've actually come into Port Wakefield to see what people are missing out on. So I'm going to go for a wander. Down that way is the boat ramp. A few little sneaky spots I could probably park up to if I wanted to. In that direction is the caravan park. But right now, I've plopped myself down this little parking area just here. Toilets, bit of memorabilia over there. It's out of the way. So let's go for a wander and check out what's around here. I've done a bit of Googling and found out there's some bits and pieces, so maybe just finding out which way to go. But there's some terrific old buildings around the place. Fantastic old buildings. I believe Port Wakefield's got 2 pubs. Now that there, I think, is the old Port Wakefield Hotel. That there, by all directions that I've been looked at, looks like that's the old Port Wakefield Hotel. We've got a bit of a mural on the wall here of the old grocer, whatever. Yeah, that's definitely the old Port Wakefield Hotel. Bit of maybe someone's living in there or not. The windows are open upstairs. Yeah, sorry, we're closed for renovation. I think they'll be closed for a bit longer than renovation, I think. And here we are here in the 12th. Okay, let's go up the street here. Let's have a look. Zigzag up and down. What's this place here? Fantastic old buildings. Alright, just attached cottages. I'm going to say people probably live in them. Old historic cottages. The old hospital, Port Wakefield District Hospital. Got chairs outside, so maybe, don't know. Fantastic old buildings though. Another set of cottages. There's another one. Just here. Magnificent area at the back. What's this one? Anglican Church and Hall. Oh yeah, the church next door. I'll have to go across the road and get a bit of view, I think. That's where they used to do the Port Wakefield Community Newsletter. And there we said there's the Anglican Church and Hall across there in the distance. And somebody's there, so probably somebody's living there. And they got the memorial arch at the football oval. It looks pretty green, pretty lush. I presume they're probably still playing sports there then. And of course, this is the only pub in town because the other one's closed. The Rising Sun. TAB, pokies. Well, I love this mural. This mural looks fantastic. Across the road a bit, just to get a bit of view. Rising Sun Hotel. Come to Port Wakefield and have a beer in there. Bite the week. You see some crazy stuff. Check out the letterbox. Hope he drunk it before he posted the letterbox. Port Henry Arms Inn. Oh, wine shop. Now I'm going to say that might be some old stables or something there, I'm not quite sure. Oh, yeah, old courthouse. Just those instances. Definitely, I think it's open. No, it's not open. And by look at that, I reckon that might be stables. Either stables or cells. One of the two. By look at that. The Port Wakefield Courthouse. (1858). Plenty of old buildings around Port Wakefield, that's for sure, but as I said, you can't really stick your nose in too much. They've got some signs outside of them, but they're just people living inside. They've got something out around here called Walk to Yorke, so it's a trail. It goes a bloody long way, I do know that, but I think this one here goes around the Port Clinton. It's about 20 something kilometre walk to Port Clinton, following the trail all the way through here. As you're coming up to the sign actually as we speak. A bit more memorial. But there is there. You walk from here all the way around the Clinton. Port Clinton. I don't know how far it is. Oh, there you go. So Port Wakefield Port Arthur is 15 k's. Port Wakefield Port Clinton total 32 k's, 8 hours. So it's a bit of a hike. go around the top of the peninsula. There you go. If you're keen, there's the what do you call it? That squiggly thing they call. Click on that, photograph that, whatever you do. It tells you all about it. And because the Port Wakefield wetlands. Bit of bird life. As you see, this is all creek fed. All through there's creek fed, and I know from personal experience. Yeah, right. Make sure you're carrying some very heavy boots. The mosquitoes just carry you away. And of course there's your caravan park over there in the distance. Be careful crossing the boardwalk, a few planks are missing. Narrow sill. And the stone was laid in 1940 something, 8 I think. There you go, the tidal pool. 1904, that's what it looked like. So there's a few things around Port Wakefield that can keep you interested for a day or so. I'll play by the rules, one pub, one day. So that's a walk around Port Wakefield. As I said, there's a few things you can do. Check the place out, go to the pub. It's quite a nice little town actually. Let's head down to the boat ramp. As I said, the area's a lot of mangroves, tidal. A memorial for the shipping co catchers. Clementina and White's Percy Sailing Catch Memorial. Well, there you go, that's what it maybe looked like back in the day along here. Here's Port Adelaide. Used to load wheat and wool. Oh, fair enough. Because someone likes to call they name their shacks. Say no more, the Love Shack. By looking along here, all the ladders that go down the water, and the chairs are sitting around the place. I say it gets a good workout in the summer, jumping off the pier. Brilliant idea. At least you know what they do in the summer down here. They swim in the channel. The wharf's starting to collapse a little bit around the ends though. So once you get past the main drag, Port Wakefield actually is quite a nice little town. I'm not going to say it's thousands of people live here, but it's quite a nice little town with a lot of history around the place. So it's worthwhile coming to have a look. So this is where I parked up last night. Cheeky little spot right outside the caravan park virtually. I'm not even 100 metres away from the caravan park, I'll say. Fantastic little spot. I've got shelter, tables, toilets, and just over there you see the caravan park, and there's a barbecue and more seating just over there as well. So terrific little park up spot. As I said, great for a night or two. Not really official down that way, wanting to do a bit of fishing as well. As I said earlier, you've got the channel there, and the locals told me they do get some fish in the channel. So that's Port Wakefield, the gateway to Yorke Peninsula. And if you want to see more, check out my upcoming videos where I'll deep dive, explore and check out the hidden secrets of Yorke Peninsula. So don't forget to subscribe. That way you won't miss out on my upcoming videos of Yorke Peninsula. So we might pull the pin on this video. I hope you like it. And don't forget to like, subscribe, share and click on the notification bell. So stay safe and we'll see you on the next one.